Hello, Amin. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day to join me here for this interview. How are you?
I'm really fine. Thank you very much for the invitation.
The reason I invited you on is because I saw a win from you in the Ecom campus. Could you explain what that was about?
Yeah, I just joined the real world for 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I'm running my e-commerce business around 1 year, 1.5 year before. And I know how to build a store because I have many years of experience, how to build websites, how to build, find products, sell products, but I never know about marketing. And yes, now I joined the real world, asked many questions to shape to the professor in this case. Got a lot of questions answers in my case, which helped me to improve anything and yeah, get much more sales.
Could you reveal the revenue figures you've made before and after you joined the reward?
Yes, before I joined the reward, I got every month around the same amount of revenue, which is about three, yeah, around 2 or 3 thousand euro revenue every month before tax, before anything.
And then after you joined?
After I joined, it's now in the last 5 years, yeah, between 5 and 6 thousand euro in the last 2 or 3 weeks. So
Very
it's
nice.
much more than before.
So in just a few weeks of joining the real world, you've almost doubled your revenue.
Yeah, right.
Very nice. And what would you attribute that to? How different is the material in the real world compared to what you can find out on the internet?
The biggest problem in other content in the internet, because you can find about dropshipping, you can find about marketing, about anything. You can find a lot of information for free, of course, in the internet. But if you go on YouTube and you ask, you have one specific question and say, okay, that's not working for me. I don't understand this case. You can look 10 videos about it and you will get 10 different answers. And you don't find the exact solution for your case. And the truth is between all these videos, or the solution can be in one of these videos, but you need to select inside this. Here in the real world, you have your professor, who is an expert in this case. You can ask him, that's my case, I need a solution for this, and he will answer you and give you the advice that you need to get your things done and get your things working. So you don't waste your time in this case for looking many videos and found your solution. Yes, so it's much easier and much more effective than looking free videos.
Very nice. Has the community had any kind of impact on you?
Yeah, of course, the community in the real world is amazing because you have on anything. If you need advice for fitness, if you need for e-commerce, if you need for any other part of your life, like personal finance, of mindset or anything, you have always people that have the same ideas, the same goals like you. They think like you, and you can get an advice from them. You can help other people, and yeah, it's amazing because to find people who think like you, who want to do hard work, and in real life, it's hard to find them, get the contact to these people, and yes, now you have the best from the best to ask them and help other people.
Very nice. Uh, since you've had some experience already in ecom, once you joined the real world, did the Wins channel have any effect on you, or did you already know what was really possible?
I know what is possible in this case because I have some friends with companies who make in other niche make a lot of money. So I know e-commerce is a very big thing, and you can get a lot of money from it. But of course, if you see wins from other people, maybe you can see people they are joined maybe a few months ago and make more than you, and you are inside of this game for a year, and you make after 2 months more than you. Of course, you get a little bit angry and say, "Why? I don't can do it, and now I need to get not 100%. I need to give 120, 150%." Because if it's possible for him, for me, it's possible too.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. I know you've only been in the real world for a few weeks, but does your average day look any different now compared to before you joined?
Yes, but because in this case I set big goals for me because I was for some weeks I was thinking about to join the reward. Can it help me or don't can help me? And I say okay, if I join and if I pay this money, I need to use this time and don't waste it because I paid for it. I pay every month money for this, and so I need to get something back from it. And I don't want to join and do nothing. So I have my normal job who pays the bill. I have my ecom who gives a little bit more, and now I cut off anything else. So wake up, work on my store, work on anything. Uh, yeah, stay a little bit with the family, and then I start my normal job to use every minute of the day effective and take the maximum out from my time.
Very nice. Now, what would you say for what was the biggest challenge you faced when you first started out with ecom?
The biggest challenge if I started ecom is to understand the customer, how the customer thinks, you the, how to tell him on the easiest way that you have the solution or you have this product he really needs. That's the biggest thing. So if you want to build a website, it's very easy now because you have all these tools and you can learn very easy and very fast now. Find products uh, anywhere. If you go on a website like AliExpress, you can find a lot of products and a lot of new products that just joined a few days ago. But to understand how you need to create, for example, your ads or this content for your class very hard. And yeah, Rework helped me in this case a lot.
Since you're fairly new to the real world, instead of asking for the three biggest lessons, I'll ask you what has been the biggest lesson you've learned from your time in the real world?
The biggest lesson is always the marketing part of the e-commerce section because I have no experience in this case before. I just know how e-commerce works, the technical part, but I don't know how to really sell it. And so the marketing part helped me very well in my business.
Okay, cool. And now that you're on this trajectory, you see what is possible with with the value, with everything you have available in the real world. Where do you see your life heading in 6 months to 1 year?
As a joined road, I only was selling on platforms like eBay, like Amazon. And now, as I joined the real world, I started to build a shop for my existing brands. And it was done a few days ago. And now my website is online. After the first day, it was online without ads, without anything. I got calls from customers, got frustrated from the shop where I have a much more profit than if I sell on other platforms. And yes, I will start to fill the store up with more products with yeah, so that I can get more profit from my existing business and get more sales.
Yeah.
So I hope in the next 6 months, in the next 1 year, I can increase my sales dramatically.
Okay. Now, from what you've seen with all the value that is in the real world, why do you think they only charge $50 for everything they provide?
I think this question was asked Jim Waller before. The answer because Tate have a very good heart, and I can only be with him because the content inside the real world is worth much more. I joined before a few courses, small courses on platforms like Udemy, but from some YouTube coaches to just learn how to build websites and anything. And they take for simple courses around 200, 300 euro and big with live help and anything, you pay much more. So 50 euro a month is, or $50 a month, it's a bargain for that what you can get in the real world.
Mm-hmm. All right. And now, on a bit of a separate note, would you have anything to say for what kind of an impact Tate has had on you?
Um, Tate, I know Tate from a German video with a very bad review of Fastest University. That's how I came the first time in contact with Tate. But it's, I think, 6, 7 months ago. Yeah, then I think the first video I see from Tate, it's what color is your spaghetti? So then I think, okay, it's one of 100,000 before. And after I've seen a few videos of him, I think, okay, but his worldview, it's nearly exactly the same like I have many years before. This time I look at many videos, look at emergency meetings, look the old videos from Hustlers University, and seeing that his content is amazing. And I support him 100%, except a few things, about girls, about this, because it's not the same values like my Islamic values. But no, Tate is converted. I think we should have the same the same values in this case too. And yes, I support Tate 100%. And yeah, nothing for anything. For every advice he gave to me in this videos, and made my mind and this mindset much stronger than before.
Great. Love to hear that. And now, before we end off, would you have any advice to people who are considering joining the real world?
So if you think to join the real world, do you think I'm ready to give 100%? It's the right step. Because everybody who think about to join, he has nothing to lose. Because 50 euros, or $50, it's not a big amount of money. So if you go to a restaurant, you buy for 2, 3 people, it's the same. But the possibilities that you get open, you have these courses who help you in this, in many wealth creation methods. You learn everything from the start. If you know nothing, you have every day, you have life coaches, you have people who you ask, you have the community who will help you in every case. You have many, many, many people around you who already for a long time in this business and have taken the same mistakes like you did before, and can help you don't do the same. Yes, so it will help you a lot, and it's no reason not to join the real world.
For people who want to find out more about you or contact you, where can they do so?
I'm not so much time on social networks because it's a massive waste of time, and I don't want to look videos about crap all day. So I'm only on Twitter to get some news. And just if someone needs a contact with me, you can do it on Twitter, or yeah, you can contact me in the real world. You can mark me. You can send me a message. And yeah,
could you spell out your Twitter account?
I will send it to you. Then you can post it.
Sure, I'll add it to the description of the video. Well,
yeah, you can do it in the description.
Thank you again for your time, and I look forward to doing a follow-up to see how things have scaled for you in the future.
I will hope so. Thank you very much for the invite.
All the best to you. Until next time.